My parents are asleep. Quick reblog this post with skeletons saying bad words. Tax evasion. The mother Shrek leg leads the way for the baby Shorks. His arrival was foretold in the ancient murals. Poor little guy looks like he's saying, "You want me to leave? Okay. You sure you want me to go? Cause I can stay, if you want." If you think about it in the shower, you're not over it. I'm apparently not over the burning of the library at Alexandria. Is anyone truly over it? They shouldn't be. Whatever entity made this is descending into hell as we speak. Me heading to the fridge at 6 AM to grab a juice box because I'm feeling a little parched. When our friends are cool and talented and are just dirt friend. Wearable. Johnny Bravo. Mama, this is what you wanted, right? This is my promise I made to you. Plugs keep bending. Straighten the outlet with a fork. Oh my god, why? Why do you do this on a site with 13-year-olds who will actually try this? Stop. Natural selection. Works better if the fork is wet, so it can slide in easier. Sometimes, I like to think about that middle school science teacher who told me that I would have to grow out of putting fictional characters on my things by the time I was in high school. Especially as I, studying on the PhD level, prop up my cartoon character plastered laptop to get ready to teach a college level class. How do you like me now, Ms. F? I don't know how Ms. F would feel about it, but personally I'm proud as hell. You. Waking up from the chloroform in the corner of an abandoned house. WH what the F? Where am I? Me. Across the room. Slav squatting in a fursuit. Surprise. Happy birthday. That's it. That's his whole character. Just because I had spider sense didn't mean I had common sense. I'm going to write an entire post using predictive text. Gender reveal party has to end. Gender reveal party results in a massive fire and a $220,000 fine. Op controls reality. Bath mat turns red when wet. I need towels made out of this, and then I'd make my guests use them without telling them. Then wait for the screams of terror. Calm down there, Satan. Reblogging just for that comment. You could murder someone on one of those and people would think that it's just wet. Perfect. 2 types of people on Tumblr. Too depressed to be awake, not depressed enough for a depression nap. Welcome to existential crisis wrapped in blanket. Raise your hand if you have ever felt personally victimized by this post. Oh my gosh, I have 2 hands and 3 foods. Oh poor little dude. I have never seen an animal look more distressed. You can take one man's trash to another man's treasure, but you can't make it drink. Fun fact, the blending of idioms or cliches is called a metaphor. My personal favorite is "We'll burn that bridge when we get to it." I'm rather fond of It's Not Rocket Surgery and not the sharpest egg in the attic, but my all-time favorite is Until the Cows Freeze Over. You've opened this can of worms, now lie in it. Does the Pope in the woods? English person points at an apple. Apple. French person non-cest un epon. 800 years of war. Fun fact, there are a lot of rivers in the UK named Avon, because the Romans arrived and asked the Celts what the rivers were called. The Celts answered Avon. Avon is just the Celtic word for river. Fun fact too, when Spanish conquistadors landed in the Yucatan Peninsula, they asked the natives what their land was called, and they responded Yucatan. In 2015, it was discovered that in those Mesoamerican languages, Yucatan meant I don't understand what you are saying. Wheeze. Self-care and self-love are extremely important. Take care of yourselves out there today. You better do that as well soon, or else. I'm curious what the else is. Oh, you will see. Very soonly, you will see. Take care of yourself, or else Seth will steal your hair. I'm calling out everyone who says this cleared my skin and watered my crops when responding to images they like. I know you don't have crops, and I know you don't have skin. Stop lying for a joke. This is a serious website for people to make posts on their blog about their life experiences, not about making a ruckus and acting like fools. I'm so sorry. Shout out to people who can't stand loud noise because of anxiety or sensory issues or chronic migraines and have to deal with people being unnecessarily loud all the time, but can't do or say anything about it because that's rude and ruining everyone's good time. Well, maybe a shout out's not the best idea, but we appreciate the sentiment. I hope Fortress gets a megaform, because then we'll all be forced to use Fortnite. When you want to watch Young Frankenstein, but Netflix for some reason gives you the subtitles from Lilo and Stitch. I'm not seeing anything wrong. Pressy. This was great, but the part that's killing me is Netflix's follow-up. This issue has been resolved. Frau Blücher, deranged neighing. Cats don't know what words mean, and I love that about them. I can say you are a beautiful little angel child and I love you more than anything else in the entire world. But also, you wretched little clown bastard. You've created such a big mess and now I have to clean it because I have hands and you don't. This is God's cruelest joke, and they don't care, they just say and put their little paws on me. Shakespearean insult bandages. 15 assorted insults in each tin. Do thou mend thy face, and I'll amend my life. My wits as thick as Tewkesbury mustard. Look, guys, it's adding insult to injury. Somewhere Tom Hiddleston is shivering with excitement. Do you ever wonder why you have such a strong urge to squeeze things because they're cute? There was an article about it, and it said there is nothing to satisfy how you feel about the thing being so cute, so the natural human urge is to kill it, so it will stop being cute. We are dark people. My brother discovered that if you order a shake at Sonic and ask them to put a corn dog in it, they will in fact do it. We shall never deny any guest even the most ridiculous request. Feo Sports literally just be like, put in the hole. Bottoms be like that too. You will have infinite money, but a child decides what you purchase for at least a full week per month. How awesome does this sound though? You get infinite money and once a week you get to take a child to a candy store or Toys R Us or somewhere they love and buy them as much they want. This would be fun given the kid wasn't a brat. There is no downside to this at all. This is the best because it says a child, not your child. So I could pick one of the really poor kids on the streets and go, your life is going to change right now. Andy could buy everything their family might need, along with a house, a good supply, toys, clothes, and everything they never had the chance to have before. And the best thing, that I could do this with lots of children, and not just one. I could give a lot of children in need a full week of Christmas basically, and maybe give them a chance to have a different life. That would be great. Just got better. Chess 2. When I presented this project to my 3D design class, nobody laughed. I was at Target yesterday and this little girl wanted to buy Halo 4, but this lady come up to her and said video games are for boys. This lady had a box of tricks in her cart, and so the girl grabs the box and said and tricks are for kids, and ran off with the cereal and the game. Small child. 1. Lady. 0. This child wins in life. I was walking in the forest during winter and saw a wendigo sitting under a tree. I asked it if it was going to kill me. It said, "No, this is just a dream." So I sat next to it in the snow for a bit, and then he said, "The anger in your heart warms you now, but will leave you cold in your grave." And then I woke up. Well, someone's third eye is wide f***ing open. A reality show where a bunch of male directors who hate each other are trapped in a house together, Big Brother style. Spike Jonze sat waiting for Quentin Tarantino and Spike Lee to stop arguing at the dinner table so he can ask one of them to pass the ketchup. Airports are f***ing weird. Like, I'm dressed like it's 95 drinking wine, and there's a dude in 3-piece suit next to me, someone in pajamas, someone who looks like they are going to the gym after this, and like a million button-up shirts. Update, I'm hammered. Second update, I'm sober now but very f***ing tired and in a different airport. Additionally, I have no idea where the f I am. Important information, I'm fairly sure Douglas Das was just f***ing paged. What the hell? Have you checked if you're alive? Buddy, I haven't cared about blood pumping through my veins since 1920. You just gotta move on and do your own thing. So you're saying there's a chance you're tumbling your airport adventures from the afterlife? I'm saying it doesn't matter because I have access to the internet. This entire thread is a big ass mood. Skin is just people crust. The outside of that crust is called the horny layer. You are on drugs. Stratum corneum. The stratum corneum, Latin for horny layer, is the outermost layer of the epidermis, consisting of dead cells, corneocytes. This layer is composed of 15 to 20 layers of flattened cells with no nuclei and cell organelles. Nope. When your mom gets home and you realize you forgot to take the chicken out of the freezer. If you relate to having an idea for a story for 4 to 8 years with almost zero progress towards actually writing it down, clap your hands. Why did I just witness my 13-year-old brother trying to bottle flip a gallon of milk? How did it go? He looks like Icarus with his melted wings and a pool around him. Gatter keeping is dumb, and if you don't delight in teaching newcomers about your favorite things, then why are those things even your favorite? David Tennant reading a book with a penguin. OMG, there are more penguins behind him. Don't blink. I was having a fashion competition with a group of people and I went to change into my outfit, except I kept putting on the wrong clothes. It took me about an hour to put on the right clothes. I walked out only to find out it had been a cooking competition the whole time and I had lost. When I die, I want my heart donated to NASA so they can finally see what a black hole looks like up close. Teach spiders to read to K15. I'm too afraid to catch spiders and release them outdoors, so let's teach them to read so I can just put up a no spiders sign and be done with it. Does anyone else wonder how many strangers' pictures you're in the background of? What if you could twerk so hard your butt flew off at high speed? That'd be some fly booty. Slow clap. You finally sneak into the dragon's cave and find his treasure chest. You open it, and there is just a macaroni drawing by the dragon's son. It's treasure to me, the dragon bellows. Pro tip, glue a tiny mirror over your driver's license photo so when you hand it to the police they will get confused and arrest themselves instead.